Hi everyone, my name is Priyanka and welcome to my vlog. Today I'm going to teach you how to change that mindset of yours when it comes to people pleasing, because if you're too much into people pleasing, then you're already experiencing a lot of sadness and disturbance. Your mind is completely disturbed and you're feeling let down by others because at the end of the day, you're doing too much for people, and people are not returning that kind of love, appreciation, and affection back at you. So, understand something: if you're too nice to people around you, then it's a very dangerous thing. If you're somebody who's always working towards pleasing people, putting your needs in the background, and working too hard and putting in too much of an effort to make everyone's life pleasant and comfortable, then you are feeling sad, depressed. Now, the problem is that every time you put an effort and energy into building a relationship, whether it be with your peers, with your friends, with people in your society, with your spouse, with your in-laws, or with people in your music class or your dance class, whatever, and you do these things with only one thing in mind, and that is that what will be the return on my investment? You're investing yourself. But that's the problem. There is no return on such investments. Only disappointment comes through these investment, that is investing your time, effort, and energy. But you don't understand that. You are thinking that if I put in so much of an effort, so much of ROI is going to come back into my life. Nothing is coming into your life. Only stress is coming into your life. Why don't you understand that? And that stress is self-induced. So the problem is that effort is now going wasted. So if you're doing it with that ideology that I have done so much for somebody, I will get this much in return, then you are somebody who's going to only end up feeling disappointed in this life of yours, because at the end of the day, you have only one life to live and people don't have that same value systems that you are living by. So if you're saying to yourself, oh, I'm putting in so much of an effort and energy into this individual's life, making that individual's life better, I must receive that same amount of effort, time, and energy back. And yet you don't receive it. If that is your purpose in life, where you're putting so much of an effort and you want that same effort back, then let me tell you, you're leading a life from a very bad place, because that is what is going to give you a lot of anxiety. People will not return that same favor that you're giving to them. So let's say tomorrow you help somebody in building their business, or you help somebody by raising their children or give them money. Be very careful, especially in terms of money. Sometimes you don't even get that money back. If you're giving somebody money, give it with the idea that I'll never receive it back. If that person gives you back, good enough. And if you're raising someone's children, understand that those children will never appreciate you. Depends on how much of a good sanskar you're giving them. Otherwise, no. If you are putting in too much of an effort into, your friends group, where you're going out of your way, throwing them parties and, making them good lavish dinners, and then they don't come back and give you that same love and appreciation. Sometimes you don't even get called into these dinners. Sometimes people skip you. They don't invite you. They don't wait for you. They'll go for these parties and not even ask you if you want to go. They will not take you in their car. Small little things they will showcase. And yet you don't want to, see the signs, because you're so badly invested. That is the problem. You are invested in these small little things in your life. You've created these small little things in your life, and now because you've created these small little things in your life, they are bursting into big ones. Suddenly you're, crying your eyes out because you invested so much of your time in, being nice to this group of friends, and they forgot to even call you. Sometimes you'll see these chats that they're having about you behind your back. Suddenly you realize, oh, I'm the one who's being backstabbed. Why? Because you're the one who was being too nice to them. Be a little baddie, set your terms, and see how they'll respond to you. They will never do this to you because they know that they cannot cross that line with you. That's the problem. You allow everybody to cross that line. That stranger standing on the bus stop, cross that line with you, probably followed you back home. Especially if you are a woman, be very, very careful. Understand that your gut feeling always tells you what kind of an individual is standing next to you. You get that. You're born with those natural instincts, but no, you don't want to get access to those natural instincts because you've created all of this identity in your life where you think that I am a goodie. If you ignore these gut instincts, it can actually land you into a very bad situation. So understand something. These instincts are saving you. So if you start looking at these instincts as something that saves your life, you will actually end up saving your life. In a lot of situations, we don't understand how these gut instincts help us out. Now, let me tell you something. If you are somebody who's experiencing a lot of physical pain, you are sick, you don't know how to get well, do one thing. Start understanding where you're draining your energy. If you're people pleasing till now and you're sick, stop people pleasing and see how it's going to impact your life. Right now, you need an emotional overhaul, and that emotional overhaul cannot come if you keep on people pleasing. So start saying no to a lot of places and people and events if that's what you want to do. You don't want to go, don't go. If it is out of your comfort zone, don't do it. First, take care of your mental health, and then everything else will come into place. The problem is that you don't want to take care of your mental health, your emotional health, and then it is impacting your physical health. This is the problem. If you start taking care of your emotional health and your mental health, your physical health will improve automatically. You want to do better in life, you have to, if I'm saying, because sometimes people don't want to do better in life. They just think, yes, I want to do better, but they don't want to do it because they will end up disappointing so many people. The problem is you're disappointing your own self. You have been disappointing yourself for a very long period of time, and this is showcasing in your life in terms of your decisions. You're financially drained, you're emotionally drained, and now you're obese or having physical pains in your body. So understand something, that this is your life and you only get to live this life once. You have to choose how to live this life. That choice is yours. Choose wisely, think wisely, pay attention to your gut instincts, and if possible, like I keep on repeating in every video of mine, sit in stillness, because that will allow you to bring focus into your life. Right now, you're not focused on your own self. You need to bring that focus onto your inner self. Understand that you are the most valuable being on this planet. Once you start saying to yourself, I am the most valuable being on this planet, you will start valuing yourself. First, you value yourself, and then you learn to value others. Right now, you're doing it the wrong way. You're valuing others first and then valuing yourself, and that is the reason why you're sad and you're having a lot of anxiety. And with this, I'm going to end my vlog. If you love my vlog, do like, share, and subscribe, and comment down below. And thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.